Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to another video of Love Wisdom. I'm Monica Bermudez, and I am an intuitive self-love energy healer. And in this video, I would like to discuss a Archangel Michael message on time to leave an unhealthy situation, which is focused more on relationship. Before making this video, I asked Archangel Michael, and I consulted the Archangel Oracle card and asked what message to share with the collective. And the message I got was this one card: it's time to leave an unhealthy situation. So what I was getting from that was more of a focus on relationships that are coming to an end or feel that they're ending, that something in your gut is telling you that it's not going in the direction that you feel you're going to continue in that relationship, whether it be a marriage or a long time relationship or any type of relationship you may have right now with that romantic partner in your life. And it just feels like the relationship is dead and you're no longer treating each other intimately or romantically, and the spark's not there, the magic's not there. And so this video is for you as a guide and a loving support for the changes that you're going through. I know it can be nerve-wracking and stressful and very painful when you're going through a change, especially when it comes to a breakup with someone you may have been for a while, for some time, and now you just don't know. It's confusing and so much fear that jumps in, and so many things that are coming in your mind, and it's just very scary. And believe me, I've been there myself, because that was my case when I was in my marriage and I was feeling that the marriage wasn't going anywhere. It was certainly a not so fulfilling relationship. It was unhealthy, and there was so much toxic situations as well. But I was still afraid to really just go into this path of divorce, because there were just so many unknowns. For one, there is the fear of being alone, the fear of not being with somebody else or finding someone else in your life. And so when you're going through that change, there's just so much stress. And I spent most of my time doing mostly analytical, too much mental thinking, to the point that it was just so draining and I just couldn't focus. And honestly, I didn't want to divorce for the many reasons, that I said, out of the fear. And I did try to negotiate, but it just seemed to be spiraling and becoming worse and worse. And so finally, I decided that I would choose the path of divorce, as painful as it was and as hurtful as it was. And I went ahead and just did it. And as soon as I made a decision, it was just very liberating. And so I do want to share some 3 keys with you. There's a message from Archangel Michael as well, but I also want to share some 3 keys to assist you with making a decision, because I don't think anybody could tell you, what to do, which was in my case as well. As much as I consulted with so many different friends, nobody could really say, oh, you should just leave, this relationship or do this and that. But really, it was really up to me, and it boiled down to me, because that is, your ultimate choice in your life. It's your own free will, and you choose the path. So just know that, whatever your gut feeling is telling you, to trust that. Trust your intuition, which is also a part of the gut feeling that you feel of the path that you want to choose. But I also want to share some 3 tools to help you with that decision, to make it more clear for you as you're moving forward with your decision before you make it. So one of the things that Archangel Michael says for sure is that you do have support, and that's the confirmation of the change that you're going through. So whatever decision you make, you're always going to have the support. But your guides are also providing the guidance to you in the direction that your soul is taking you, because we all have different soul purpose, and sometimes we have many soul purpose as well. And so sometimes those relationships serve as part of our soul purpose here on earth, to learn from each other, to learn certain lessons from past lives, whether it be a karmic relationship or some other type of relationship. And we serve as teachers to each other, and to learn from that helps us grow into the next level. It's almost like receiving an initiation once you've already surpassed or exceeded the amount of time of your soul contract with that relationship that you needed to learn from, or that agreement. So it's time to graduate. So it definitely feels like it's something ending, but it's actually a beginning to a spiritual awakening, a spiritual path that you're meant to be on, a new journey, a new beginning, which is exactly what happened to me. As soon as I went through my divorce, I spent most of my time in reflection and a lot of meditation and grounding, to find out that I was being called to a different, higher purpose in life here on earth, to support humanity in different ways. And so I imagine that it's the same for you, as you're being called for a different wake-up call, a different journey, to reach for another healthier relationship for sure, to serve some other soul purpose on your journey, or both, where you have in this other partner who's helping you with that soul purpose on earth. So just know that when a door closes, that you have many doors of opportunities open. So there's an infinite amount of possibility and opportunities in the universe itself, and we have that creative manifestation power within us to make that happen. So whatever decision you make, you're safe. But if you already know that decision, that this is not the relationship for you and it's not going in a direction, then do so peacefully, harmoniously, and with love. Right? That is the best way to get out of situation. So now I want to share 3 keys that will help you, though, to make your decision more clear and to provide you with the support in the direction that you decide to go, and also with your loving guides supporting you along the way. So number 1, definitely get some fresh air. Go out to a mountain or somewhere, your favorite forest, where there's plenty of trees, and just really connect with the energy of the trees. Breathe in a lot of fresh air to help your lungs and give you the inspiration, because air is about inspiration. So there is a very special vital life force within air that also gives you the impulse and the inspiration to get some of the clarity in your whole body. So get plenty of fresh air, number 1. Number 2, grab a notebook and write down a list. It will be 2 different columns of list. One column will be to list the reasons to stay in the relationship, and the second column would be the reasons to leave. And just look at this list from a neutral space, without any fear. Just imagine that there's no issue with whether you leave. There is no projection from anybody else if there's a fear of what other people will say. So just imagine that nobody is projecting anything on you, and say that you're afraid that to be alone. So just imagine that you won't, that you always have somebody by yourself. So when you write this list, if you really had the choice without the fear in play, then how would that list look? With neutral eyes, of course, and holding yourself in a space of love as well, without any judgment as to, when you write the list. That's what I mean by neutral space. And number 3, just try to visualize yourself, or as part of your meditation, imagine and visualize yourself what it would feel like if you were to leave peacefully and harmoniously? How would that look? How would that feel? What would you do? And what is it that your guides are telling you? And you tune in into your own heart and just feel into your heart without any judgment, without any fear, and just really tune in to the beat of your own divine heart, your own sacred heart. Because we all have a sacred heart in us. And what really keeps it buried is just the emotions and the fear that blocks us from connecting to it. So the 2 steps, before is to help with calming it down so that you are able to really tune into your own heart. The sacred heart is a portal that is inside of us, a portal of universal love. It's a much higher love. So these are the 3 keys to support you with your decision. And I hope they support you in what it is that you decide to do. And if you are, of course, feeling that it is, time to leave, then just prepare yourself for the breakup and get yourself together in ways to keep your heart open and tuned in. And so because heartbreak can be very devastating, but these will also help you to avoid going down this path of depression or PTSD, which was in my case, when the divorce. And it's certainly not a comfortable place to be in. It's very painful, and it seems never ending. So if we can avoid that going in with you or with somebody in your life, then I hope that this supports you and the decision that you're making, and that the decision you make be for the highest good of yourself, the highest good of your family, and the highest good of everybody around you. So I welcome your comments and your feedback, and just let me know how you're doing. And just know that Archangel Michael and all your guides are with you, and they're guiding you, supporting you on the path. And again, just trust where the universe is taking you. Trust your gut feeling, because the universe does have your back. So just know that as a reminder. In one of my next videos, I would love to share some more about a meditation with Archangel Michael to assist with cutting negative energy cords, because when we are in a intimate and romantic relationship, the cords are they attach much more easily from the other, and so they could remain with you for some time without you knowing it, because that was my case for me. So I would like to provide a video of meditation with assistance on cutting those negative cords with Archangel Michael's assistance. So I look forward to connecting with you in the next video. So just please subscribe so that you don't miss out on the video. And also I want to let you know that I had my first podcast show on Friday, January 15th. So the link is in the description. So I recommend you watch it. It's about ending relationships or coming out of a relationship, heartbreak. And I provide 5 more keys of helping to open the heart. So this is a video to support you, as well as with some energy support on the video. It has a powerful message. So I look forward to connecting with you, and I'm sending you so much love, and take care.